Today in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your very own sublimated phone case or make it for a customer using products that I'm going to describe in the links and sublimation. Let's jump right to it. Hey guys, welcome back to another awesome video. My name is Erastus from Garment Creations, and on this channel you get tips and tricks to amplify your t-shirt business. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So I would appreciate if you can join the best Facebook group for decorative garment. All right, so that Facebook group is called Fire Up the Heat Press. Just go on Facebook and search Fire Up the Heat Press. Let's jump over to the computer. So all I did was scan that plate in, and I'm going to show you how to use it now in Photoshop. So I'm over in Photoshop. This is my scan piece. It came in as a photo. I scanned it as a photo, and all I did was just did a layer mask. So I'm going to back up a few steps here so you can see exactly what I did. So this was my photo, right? And I went ahead and I grabbed my quick selection tool over here, and then I went over to the top and hit select mask. This allowed Photoshop to go ahead and bring in the photo and start thinking, oh, what is it that this person is trying to do? So Photoshop goes in and do its thing. You can see they got a selection around it. If you're satisfied with that selection, then you're good. If not, you can just expand it by filling in the difference there. Then you're going to hit select and mask. Here in select and mask, you can see anything that's blue is the background, and then you can see your subject that was selected in foreground. So I'm going to hit OK here, making sure my output has a new layer. If you look in the drop down, make sure it's a new layer. Hit OK. Now you get this photo here in a new layer. Okay, so then I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to find the photo, or you can just move it around to where you're comfortable printing it at. So we'll say about right there. Mine's is a little crooked, so I'm going to try to tilt it a little bit to try to get it in there. Maybe I'll bring a line over here to use as a guideline. So I'm going to bring a line right there, and this is going to allow me to watch and see if my template is straight or if my substrate is straight. You can see that it's still off, so I'm going to tilt it a little bit more, and I'm pretty satisfied with where it's at right now. All right, so then next I'm going to bring in the photo that I'm going to use for this print. So I'm just going to go to File, Place Embedded, and maybe under my download tab, this is the picture that I want to use of my client that was sent to me. So now this picture comes in. You just want to resize it. So I'm going to resize the picture appropriately. Holding down Shift, you can stretch it a little bit. I hate stretching photos, but sometimes this is what you have to do. I'm going to select it and place it in right now. So then over here at the layers, I'm going to drop my picture layer underneath just so I can get a closer look on the placements here. So now it looks like I want to bring this side in. So she's in there. Bring this other side in a little bit and bring the feet up. I'm still going to leave a little bit for a bleed. All right. So this is my photo. I'm going to switch it back again, bring that layer back. So this is my photo here, and underneath of my photo is my template. So right now you're good to print this. You print this out and you're going to have exactly what you need to print with the border and everything. But I like to take one more step, and I'm going to do a layer mask. And what a layer mask allows me to do, so I'm going to click on the layer with the picture, making sure my substrate is at the bottom. I'm going to right click and then go to create clipping mask. And right when you create clipping mask, you can see now it shows you exactly what that layout is going to be like on the actual substrate. All right, as you can see, this is exactly what it's going to look like. If you was going to show this to your client, this is what you're going to show them. This is like your perfect markup. All right, so then when I go to print it, I'm actually going to release the layer mask. I'm going to right click again, release the layer mask, so that way I can actually have my bleed in the right space, and then I can just place it on the thing, on the actual substrate. So from here now, I'm going to go to File and Print, and then just print this thing out using my Epson 7720. I'm going to load up my paper. The size that I'm using here is the 8.5 by 11. I could fit more than one on the sheet, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll just cut out the excess and then use that later. Okay, so my printer is now loaded. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure my orientation is good. Looks like that's what it's going to print like. I can move this closer to the side there and then probably fit another one in there. But like I said, we're good. I'm just going to send this thing to the printer here. So now that we have our design cut and our heat press ready to go, this is our design here. You want to remember, when you get your plastic covering, when you get your template, there's a plastic covering that's on top of this. You just want to go ahead and peel that off, or else you're going to have an issue. Okay? So now your substrate is there. You want to go ahead and line up your photo in the way, making sure you got that bleed. I find it easier sometimes to turn it around and just get it lined up. Make sure it's nice and straight. Get everybody in there, all the feet and all that. Now, if you're satisfied with it, just go ahead, grab a piece of heat tape. Okay, gonna take a piece of heat tape, put it on there long ways, like that. And then once we got that, our design is good. You can look it up, make sure you're straight there, and you just want to place that onto your heat press with the paper side up. Okay, so we're gonna place that on our heat press with the paper side up. I do have a piece of butcher paper on the bottom of my heat press. I'm also going to put a piece of butcher paper on the top of my heat press. And then we're just going to cook this thing for the recommended time. We're going to make sure our pressure is turned up. I'm going to reset the timer, reset our pressure, and close this thing. And let it cook up for about 60 seconds, and then we'll jump right back into it. Okay, so now this thing is done. It's up. We're going to reveal this thing here, make sure we know what we got. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're finding value in this thing, and smash the like button. So we have it ready to go. We're just gonna make sure it cool down a little bit before I pull it, because you know your boy don't want to get burnt. Okay. Just gonna take it off of the press. That is off the press here. I'm going to pull the paper off of it, and we can reveal the beauty. Look at that thing. That thing is beautiful. Tell me your customers won't appreciate this beautiful artwork right here. Okay, that's it right there. So it's dope. It's pretty vibrant, man. Look how vibrant that thing is. See that? Super, super, super dope. So now we're just gonna apply this onto the case that came with this actual piece, and it'll be on and ready. So now the next part of this thing is the installation. And when you order your cases, your case comes from, I'm gonna link the description, the name of the company in the description of this video. But you get your case, whatever style phone you order. Just remember it comes with this sticky background here, and you want to make sure you peel this sticky background off because your adhesive, it's over here. Okay, you can see all this here is nothing but adhesive. Okay, so you want to make sure you take that off, or else it's not gonna stick. And now you have your substrate that you just sublimated. You want to take this and apply it onto the back of this thing by just lining it up, placing it in there, and at this point just making sure it tacks into it. Okay, just add a little bit of pressure. The adhesive is pretty strong on here, so you'll be good. You're not gonna mess up anything, so don't worry about messing up anything for the most part here. You just want to make sure you make sure that it adheres to the actual substrate, to the actual phone case. And now even if you try to take this off, you can't even get your finger in there. It's so tacked, so like it's firmly on there. Okay, so then after that, you just take a rag or something and just rub up off this fingerprints off a customer's product, because you're gonna deliver this and you don't want to have any type of issue or complaints. So just like that, you have you a nice sublimated case. The cost for this product here cost me $2 per case, and I have about 50 cents worth of print in here, so it's about $2.50, less than $3, and this case is going to sell for $25. All right, so just like that, you're able to make your own sublimated case or make it for customers and make money out of this. The profit margin on this thing, I just told y'all, it's ridiculous. So get yourself some of these cases and have different style phones. All right, so you can be profitable doing phone cases and all that. Again, if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, and also join our Facebook group. It's called Fire Up the Heat Press.